Hello, everyone. My name is Alan Thomason. I'm a special agent with the U.S. Secret Service. I'm stationed in the Miami field office, which is where we're responsible for Miami-Dade, Broward, and Monroe counties. Out of the Miami field office, we are in a heavy protection district. As you may know, the Secret Service handles protection for VIPs, very, very important people, such as the president, vice president, and also visiting heads of state, such as the prime ministers or presidents of foreign countries. What was your education pathway, including degrees, certification, right? So, of course, I went to high school and everything like that. In high school, where I went, we didn't really have specialized. You couldn't specialize. You either chose to go to college, went to the college track, or you went through just graduating track, and you can do some types of things as trade school and such. I went through the college track, so I took the chemistries and the physics and the AP histories and things like that. And then right after high school, I enlisted in the Marine Corps, where I spent 6 years in the reserves as an enlisted Marine. And during that time, I also attended college at Louisiana State University, where I graduated in sociology. Um, this, as a special agent, you don't necessarily have to have a particular type of degree, but you do have to have a 4-year degree. What classes in school can prepare us for a job like yours? Well, like I said, for a job as a special agent, you don't need any kind of particular coursework. But what I would suggest would be if you want to get into computers or a better handle on the current trends in crime, I would definitely do something in computers like computer science or accounting. A lot of these things you're trying to interpret a lot of financial records. Um, as far as the protection goes, I tell you what helps a lot is the things like your emotional intelligence classes or interpersonal skills, or even just team building in classes where you have to work as a group. And also sports. Sports helps a lot too, because when you're doing protection, you work as a team. It says, how many different jobs are in your field of work? What are some of those? So in the Secret Service, it's actually pretty broad what you can get into. We have a technical security division that's at headquarters in DC, but in the field offices we also have something called the technical operations section. And these guys, they're one and the same, but what these guys do is they install the alarm systems at protective sites, the camera systems, the systems that detect drones and things like that. They also handle installing tracking devices, hidden cameras, all those types of technical things to engineering type things. We have emergency medical technicians, EMTs. We have rescue swimmers. They get trained actually up in DC, but they also do some training with Coast Guard rescue swimmers and their agents. We also have guys we call Hammer. That's a hazardous mitigation program. It's those guys are kind of like firefighters. They have training in doing extractions, operating tools pneumatic tools and cutting tools and things like that to extract persons, and search and rescue skills, and also dealing with hazardous materials, chemicals, and medical training as well. They're all EMTs also. What does your typical workday look like? So if I'm not on assignment, if I'm on a protective assignment, I could be getting on a plane at 6 a.m., landing wherever I'm going, showing up for a briefing on the assignment, then the next day standing post or manning a checkpoint or something like that, or even doing in advance for a protectee. I've recently I traveled to Shreveport, Louisiana, when the president did a rally up there. So I had to go ahead about a week ahead and check out the site, look for vulnerabilities in the cybersecurity for that site, and prepare for his arrival. A regular workday here in the district, I would probably report down to the office, meet up with some of my colleagues, and we discuss probably doing an interview with suspects or victims. If they're victims, we might call them into our office. If they're suspects, we might go find them. We also do surveillance a lot, where we'll identify a target or someone else identify a target. And we'll put together a team and watch them and follow them and do whatever we have to do, looking for criminal behavior. What are the most important skills and abilities required for your job? I'd say some of the top skills I would say is writing. Again, you have to, whatever you find out as an investigator, you have to convey to others. You can't do everything alone. You have to provide reports to your colleagues so they can further an investigation that way. You have to provide reports or affidavits to the attorneys for prosecution, or or to the judges. So there's, or to your supervisor. So there, I mean, writing is invaluable. You must be able to write well and convey your ideas clearly. Another one is logical reasoning. Um, you know, we're guided by the courts, so you can't come to conclusions that have no basis. And if you thought that way, if you directed your investigations based on whims or hunches, then you would, it would be useless in court. So you have to be able to think through every step, connect the dots, and come to conclusions that someone else, a jury or a judge, would also come to.